What's going on? It's your boy Jar coming back at you with a live video. Gonna be doing a demo review today of MOIK Lax. Told me that he would watch it if I made it, so here it is. Let's go ahead and just jump right into the first round. A little bit of editing. Alright, we're gonna be in here for the first round. Gonna be playing it probably at regular speed. I'm gonna be drawing a little bit on the map. Hashtag anyway, so gonna be watching Mike here on the pistol. I have watched through this demo once before making this video, so there's a couple things I'm kind of ready to talk about, and the first thing I'm ready to talk about is this pistol round. Takes this angle here, great angle, love this, good. What we're switching to that angle late in the round. So a little bit of everything there. A little bit of just, miss your shots, can't help it. But when it came to that original angle here, you have your teammate Fork here. You're playing this ang right here with the USP. You beat them there to this angle, right? You beat them to this angle here. Like, they're here by the time you're here. But when you switch it up, all of a sudden he's able to get an easy shot. The first thing they're coming in is they're looking at quad. I would rather have you try to take this shot here. They start to come in. Your teammate who's playing Fork, maybe he starts to shoot them. You swing while they're shooting your Fork teammate. Maybe you're able to pick up another kill, the squeaky guy, things like that. Instead, we get immediately dinked. Gives them confidence to rush in. Your Fork player is end up getting screwed here. And I'm just surprised that you die at quad before Fork.
Bomb has been planted.
And end up losing the pistol round because of that. Go ahead and go into the second round here. Going to be an eco buy. Not too super concerned with the ecos. Just kind of see peek aim with a flash. Great. End up dying to that guy. Teammate gets his trade. I mean, there's not much you can do. Sneak around. But what was an issue on that last round that maybe you didn't see if you were just thinking or just kind of going through it real fast is that we're buying armor flash smoke. What's our play here? Armor flash smoke. This is not an armor flash smoke team or play right here. This is a armor P250 play. Your teammate flashed that, so you still have your flash. And we're just dry peeking. If I would have gotten a main control like that, you wait a half a second, your team, you see the bomb at B site, you use that smoke on the retake, maybe you smoke B main, things like that. Maybe you get an extra kill, but why are we buying this equipment here? If we're going to buy equipment, let's buy it for a reason. Let's have a plan kind of designed behind that. Maybe you throw that smoke early in the round in any main, and then you just stack B. Maybe you go out mid, you throw it. Maybe you go out mid, you throw that, you flash over boost, you do something. Maybe you get in vent. You throw that smoke in mid, you get in vent early, and then you try to flash, into vent and things like that. But just to wide peek the guy under here, boost, maybe you think their whole team's already into the B site, but I still think you're buying that without an actual kind of plan or idea behind it. And that's kind of like a running theme here, is that what we'll see is that we'll see equipment that we're buying, but we don't know like what we want to do with it. There's no exact plan here. But what's great is that when you do decide to use your equipment, one, you win rounds from it. There's 2 rounds in here that you just absolutely win from just playing great with your equipment. And 2, you always are very decisive with your equipment. So you don't hold it out. You don't hold it in your hands. If you're going to use it, you use it. If you don't use it, then you keep your gun out. So here we're on pistols again. No equipment in this round. So it's worthless. Get a kill there. Great. Shit smoke from them. Get hit through the smoke. Can't really do anything about it. You got your kill. You almost get 3 on the eco. Alright, first gun round. Huge round, right? Especially on the CT side. Kind of build back some of that economy. We're fully... Oh no, we don't have a flash. And we don't have a nade. And it's probably because we bought that flash and that, or that smoke and that flash on the second round. We didn't use it. You know. Gonna dry peek that. See, this is now a time to fall. Teammates, is your teammate gonna throw a grenade? He gets a flash there. I would throw the smoke first. If you throw, if your goal here is that you're feeling pressure B, right? I would throw your smoke first in this scenario, because what that's gonna allow you to do is it's gonna allow you to stop any type of peaks from this area, build some time off. Maybe their teammates are set up here. This guy feels like he's peeking. It just buys you more time in the round. Then your fork teammate says, hey, maybe these guys that group up, they say, hey, now we're mollying in front. We're creating space with the molly. If you just throw that molly in here, then it's just like, okay, there's a molly here. But it doesn't do anything for you kind of late round. So I would just throw your smoke first, and then you readjust here. Maybe they fly out squeaky, and you go, okay, I'm gonna molly here, and then I'm gonna peek here, or something like that. But to just throw your molly in here, unless your teammate called that he heard a lot of footsteps in there, but you know, I don't think so. End up just out aiming that guy. He should have killed you. Now we're gonna. Oh, with that we thought about it. We thought about just throwing our smoke and leaving. We did. Hear squeaky now. End up smoking highway. I don't mind this smoke. Just out aim them. I mean, you have your rotators. You have the bomb site. You have your rotators. You could go into mid. You could smoke a main. You know, you would have smoked two people, but we smoked highway. At least we used it in a certain scenario rather than dying. We wide peek and get owned. I probably would have smoked a main in that scenario, you know? Cut off the time there. And that's kind of a common theme. What you'll see is that if we actually would get more kills if we played passive, which is funny. So that's just something to think about. See if we can't get, you know, the timing and the usage of the equipment correct. Here we're gonna throw the early smoke, right? Yeah. Early smoke, you're soloing, your teammate can't win mid. I don't mind this at all. Teammate's gonna molly, stop a rush. I feel like he would have heard the rush before throwing the molly, but it's fine. Now what is happening here? What is being called? This is smoked here. We have one player on the T side in Sunroom. Your first B team member, he died, so your mid player shifted to heaven. That's your op. He's looking at this smoke. And we're gonna have both A players rotate out. You know, you have so much equipment. You know, 3 mollies on the team could be very useful on a retake. Your B player has this smoke still even too. So if you want a situation where, hey, let's have him play white box, you know, peek this, make sure that they're not going into vent. You know, if they start to come out here and, you know, with their utility, let's say they smoke here, they start to throw mollies over, then yeah, that warrants the rotate here. But at this point, the only thing we should be doing is basically spotting from truck and playing a retake A if we're gonna do that. But what you'll see here is that you get all the way into tree. What's the point of this? Saying you have a teammate on site, your other teammate's heaven, there's no smoke there. Your mid teammate gets back to cat, and you end up being okay. Like, you know, that's a good molly, right off the smoke. Highway ends up killing you. So because your mid teammate, you actually die because it's actually kind of your fault that you die there. Because your mid teammate he was here, and because you got to here, he was forced to go back up cat and now hold this position here. Versus you playing site here with your equipment and having your teammates stay in mid. or having your teammate, rotate mid later because he felt comfortable with you watching truck to get this fight here. But because no one's here, he goes quicker. The timing of this guy able to get up, he kills you there. It's just crazy how that timing can work out for you. I think you guys end up winning this round. Oh, you end up losing that round. Just cause of a tree play like that. Guy wins a 1v2 on you. Alright, let's see what we do here. No equipment. Your team's forced and you're not, so I don't know what's the call there. Where's the disconnect? Did you just hear him spam into a main? Oh no, I don't know what you're hearing, but that guy just owned you. He has Deagle too. Your teammate's bot there and you're not. I don't know what the call was. Alright, let's see. We got pistols here, so I don't really care about this. You have a molly. Okay, so what are we gonna do with the molly? We have a molly. We bought a molly. $600. That's the investment. Throw the molly there. That's the bomb. Get up real close. Here, a flash. And he's gonna AK you. Just lose the fight there. Like the molly. Like the positioning. If you had a gun, you win the round. Go ahead and move to the next round here. Now we're on buy, so let's see what we do with the buy. Buys are what I mostly am kind of focused on here. We're gonna play fork. Oh, we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna play fence. Okay, cool. So yeah, mixing it up on the site. Here, teammate fork. Here one A main or something like that. All right, so here's something else right here. So your team is so you see the molly fork, right? They molly right here. You also hear them bank the flash here. So you basically have two options here. You stay fence and you try to crossfire with your teammate here, and you probably only go 1 for 1 at this point, Yeah, they might flood out there, they kill your teammate, they're gonna get you at fence. It's only really a one and done spot. Another option what you can do is, seeing that you have full nades, is that what you could do is you could right hand a smoke here. Your smoke here completely blocks any type of movement into the site, right? This teammate could theoretically fall back if he wanted to, or he could take the fight. He has, two options there. But what smoking here allows you to do is it allows you to take a different angle here, and you're able to look at the smoke. So maybe you fall back and maybe you throw your molly here as well, and now we're playing, behind fork. Maybe we're able to get more than 1 kill. But if we stay fence, all we're gonna have is a one and done spot. So I probably would try to right hand a smoke here, and then use your molly and your flashes from this position here. I think it also is, maybe you throw this smoke there, you say flashing, you flash into the smoke, your teammate peeks here and tries to kill them. Maybe you try to support your team that way. But if you end up staying here, you're just going to be in a one and done spot. You basically both are in one and done spots. Let's see what happens. End up throwing a flash. You get one, you get owned. You swing into them even. Like, you don't even let them flood the site. You literally swing into an op. Not a best use of utility, not the best team play. But look how long your fork player stays alive. Your player is still alive during all of this. Imagine what he could have done with a smoke and a flash from you. Look how long your fork player stays alive. He's literally there for the retake. That's ridiculous. And because he's there for the retake, you're able to get this 2 versus 1 here. And he gets the last kill. So because your fork player was so patient, he's able to get the last kill. Get 3 kills that round. Early smoke there. Good. Love it. Here the B push. Obviously better rotate this time. You're there fast. Oh, this round is garbage. I saw this. This is garbage. Okay, so you have a molly, you have 2 flashes, right? Now I know what your goal. I know what your goal here is. Your goal is to be here and throw this molly and burn this side right here, right? You have a teammate who's coming in through mid. You have a teammate who's opping top. What I would recommend, is you can throw this molly maybe 9 out of 10 times. What happens is you just get kind of dumb luck here. The other thing that you could do is you could throw the molly from here, from heaven, then flash over. Maybe your opper then can peek mid. He can kind of see some things like that. Maybe you flash over. He's able to look to sight or look to headshot. Just kind of something to think about in terms of supporting your teammate. Oh wait, this isn't the round that it happens, I don't think. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, he hears you reload here. Yeah, he hears you reload and he runs through the smoke. He didn't jump through the smoke dry. He heard you reload. He heard you reload. He was in 2 versus 3. I don't think it's actually the worst decision ever. He was just making a play. Early smoke here. You're in immediate, 5 versus 4. Your teammate's playing. Oh, he's opping. He's opping truck. Why are we dry peeking somebody who's opping truck? Get your call from your teammate. See, that's way better, right? We're not dry peeking this. We're going off of this call here. We're holding sight. He's out, he's out, he's out. Boom, you peek that. He opens door. You get 2 kills from listening to your teammate. If you would have just held that smoke before without your teammate's call, I would have been like, what are you doing? So this is much better this round. So why aren't we closing this door? Right? You threw a molly. You threw a molly right here. And we just kind of like, wow, blah, blah, blah. Like, use your utility for action. You mollied here. Close the door. Hold sight. Right? Because at that point, you're holding quad. You're holding something like that. You have a flash. Your teammate's still here. So you close the door from your molly. And then we hold here for your teammate to call again that they're pushing in. You get that trade frag. It doesn't end up mattering, but just the concept of leaving the door open and throwing your molly with nothing behind it, no kind of idea behind it, that's kind of like what our goal is. Flashing for your opper. Good. Hear the B push, rotate. You're like, oh, hopefully he doesn't jump through a smoke again. Just holding gun out this time. You're like, jump through that smoke, baby. Alright, smoke phase. Now you're in the retake here, right? So we have a smoke molly flash, right? What you're probably going to want to do is you're probably going to want to isolate a fight. So you're going to want to either smoke to your left or your right side and either isolate the guy in checkers or isolate the guy's sight. Alright, teammate just kills the sight guy. Molly back there. Isolate. Okay. What's the goal of this smoke here, right? I understand what you're trying to do is isolate a fight. By throwing it so far in the middle here, the guy under heaven can still see you, right? So either cut this or cut that. Commit to one side of the fight. Don't just throw a lurk smoke that you plan to walk through. He ends up just walking through the smoke to try to win the round. Be direct with your smoke. Hey, I'm smoking so that the sight guys can't see me, or I'm smoking so that checkers can't see me. Alright, another round here. Teammates opping. You're gonna AK fork. Brush B. Okay. So, at this point, we're gonna watch this teammate here, because what we're watching for is the amount of information that he gets. He sees 3 people right here. So the call is 3, 3, 3, 3. we're so late. like like they plan it all and you're screwed. But I mean, obviously they don't plan because they're not a great team. But the 3B call and the slow clear, like we know everyone is on site. We literally saw everyone on site. So, you know, maybe that wasn't given to you, but we saw every single person go onto site. And we're just so slow in getting here. And you know, the following rounds, you really pick up the pace when it comes to your rotates. I don't know if the comms got better or what, but you know, we see 3 on site, and we still slow rotate over. You know, maybe go mid to vent, maybe speed that up, but just be slow clearing everything from A main when you have every single person in, you know, the side of the team. Get the quad early, it dry peeks you with nothing. Readjust to a position here. I mean, this is just target practice at this point. Flash doesn't hit you. Another flash. That's the smoke. Molly, the window. Molly, this is a great Molly. Isolates your fight right here. You know, hey, you can't peek me from squeaky. You get the last kill here. I mean, that's target practice. They have no idea what they're doing. You don't have any direction here, right? Like, I refuse to believe that this is a 300 IQ smoke. Rash B. See that? Oh, you thought about going mid, but you ended up just rotating with your team. Good Molly. Got 2 flashes at this point. You're going to trade off your teammate, right? Get that kill. That kid's trash. And you end up getting it. Just good timing with your teammates. You held your gun out to get your trade on that guy. The other kid from Checkers, you know, even if he kills you there, your teammate gets the trade. So, like, the timing of everything is just good there. Yeah, you're going in at the same time as a team, getting trade kills. You know, it is what it is. You're going to get your A main peak. Not the most amazing A main peak I've ever seen in my life. I mean, we're just wide swinging here. Alright, so they're going to rush B again. Let's see what you do. You go mid this round. Mid guy ends up owning you. It's funny, though, because they don't run a mid guy last round. Teammate gets the trade. You're in a 3 versus 2. Kind of is what it is. You guys end up winning the round. That's what takes to the half. You still put your team in a 3 versus 2, and they're able to get that trade off that flanker, so. What are we doing? What was that? See how ridiculous that looks in fast motion? We're pistol. T side. You're in the back with a Glock. Oh no, you're in the front with a Glock. You're like, okay, let me go clap this kid mid. Dude, you have a Glock on cash. Take the fork fight. Take the close B checkers fight. Why are we fighting somebody so far away in mid? This kid is just posted on you guys. He's just posted here with a USP. It just favors him so significantly. Take the fork fight. Take the close checkers fight. Get into checkers. Take this fight. Take the sight fight with your team pushing in. To just dry peek this guy here, he just has such the advantage there in that situation from the long range weapon. You know, I mean, maybe you dink him, but even if you headshot him and he doesn't headshot, you do 80, he's falling back to 8 sight. If you get a flash, let's say your team flashes from heaven, or not from heaven, from boost. Okay, maybe they flash from useless. Okay, I can see that being a reasonable strat. Your team's here, they flash there. You then take that fight. You're able to get close by the time he re-peeks after he's done being blind. Maybe your teammate flashes here. He falls, then he re-peeks. You're already here by then. You're able to take this fight, but to not close the gap and just dry, I mean, you're gonna lose that fight almost every time. Especially you're gonna lose that fight to anybody good. Alright, gonna go ahead and go into. So you guys forcing this round? No, just Glocks. Who cares about Glocks? Smoke fades. You run in. Hits you guys. Who cares? All right, here's the buy. See what we do for the buy here. Okay, you're gonna go out with your teammate. You guys got the mid kill. The Molly does just a ridiculous amount of damage for you. Okay, so at this point, looking at our map, we have a smoke and A main. We have two teammates, A main and Squeaky. The bomb is back here. You have one teammate here, and you killed two people. No, one person. You killed one person. So either your teammate is going to be flashing here for you, right? You swing. Then you're going to have your smoke. So we're going to be smoking this for your two teammates coming in, right? Now if this guy kills him and then he gets that guy, like that's a whole different thing. But theoretically what you should do is get a flash from this teammate and smoke here to block your sight so that your teammate here can go. Or you just re-smoke Z, you have, you know, one of these two teammates smoke here. But that should be the game plan. Flash for yourself, your teammate peeks with you. He does end up dying, Squeaky. You see him sight? Good. Do you smoke? You do smoke. Look at this round. You literally win this round for your team right here by getting one kill. One kill in the smoke. Nightcrawler can't hit anybody. Teammates get into post plant situations. I mean, I don't love this position here, but you get shotgun, but you still win the round. You still put it in a, you know, you still get your teammates in those post plant positions from your highway smoke, from your kill on the site guy. So, you know, you win your team that round. Straight up. All right, your M4's here. Now, this is what, the third round. That's your Molly. Shreds this kid. Then you run away. It literally holds the two B players there. Get the bomb, easy plant, easy round. Another great round. Another round where you I don't even think you got to kill that round. But you're so positioned correctly and using your utility to smoke the cross, to flash back into A main, to molly and hold the guys on B site, that's basically 2 rounds in a row that I think you really win for your team or do a significant amount of help there. With like 1 kill in those 2 rounds, I feel like you've won them the round. Like that's what's crazy. All right, you're gonna be N4 here. So this round I don't like though. Yeah, you had me. You had me 2 rounds in a row that I felt like you were really playing just a great game. But theoretically, this is the 4th round here. Now the other team doesn't know what they're doing. I mean, look at the economy of the other team. I mean, they have no idea what they're doing. Their 4th round, they should be full bot here, which means theoretically they should be able to have an op right here. So this swing here, don't love it. Don't love this swing. A slow swing. I mean, he could just op you right in the face there. You know, if he has an op. And then all of a sudden you're in a 4 versus 5. There's no flash, there's no smoke. You're walk shifting over. If you're fast and you're the first one there and you beat him there, that's one thing. But just to walk peek it is just like, you know, not amazing. Especially with the better players having a better economy and therefore opping in that scenario. Maybe you knew. Maybe you knew they had a terrible economy, but I'll aim him. And you're just gonna fall back to your team. They retook A. Or they took A, excuse me. Alright, let's go into the next round here. Gonna be full buys. The other team's on eco again. I mean, just their economy is just ruining the game. You really should just run away with this. And you flash that time. See, everything about this is way better. I mean, you're alone, which I don't love, but you know, you see them all rush mid because they're broke, slow clearing. The only thing I would really do different about this round is that I would clear sight. I would have cleared sight. Alright. Is that other team? Oh, okay, so the other team finally buys. Do you see your teammate smoking Z? He banks a flash off that top then. This is a terrible flash to peek off of. The guy who is in Z wouldn't get blind. Obviously he smoked it. But it's just not a great flash to peek off into the middle of sight with. You know, if you look on the map, he flashes here. Theoretically, it would get the player playing here, maybe for a split second, but he sees the flash come over. So he would easily be able to dodge that. Anybody who is here who pushes out, outside your smoke, probably sees that flash too. If you're going to peek mid like this, do it from the flashes here. Or you have two teammates who are in the front of A main. Peek off of this flash here. It's such a better flash than this bank one that you're throwing, that your teammate's throwing. Right? But let's see what happens. You peek late off the flash. Flash doesn't get him. And do you guys lose this round? They end up losing this round. 2 flank game in. No. Be deliberate with what your peaks are going to be. Be deliberate that you have the support of your team when you're peaking. Alright, next round. You're faster at this point. You're going to try to op them. Holding this ang tight. You want the opper to re-peek you, but he won't re-peek you. Your teammate vent died. You have another teammate with you. He's shooting out, so he's gonna throw like a smoke or something. So you guys are probably gonna end up going B, right? What? Why are we going? Maybe we're going. Okay, so are we going mid to help the person rotating from A to go back to tree, and then you guys 4-exect? Is that what our plan is? Because then, like, I understand that. Like, you're here, you support your team, make sure that nobody's pushed mid, and then he doesn't get screwed. Okay, I got you. Okay, we're just gonna dry peek everything here. Don't love it. You're on such an island here. Your teammate's getting slaughtered. You have full equipment too. You have full equipment for your teammate who are getting slaughtered. Right? If you go with them, you have this teammate and your teammate who was rotating in. So you have 2 teammates here. You have your teammate who's set up here who's going to smoke Z. You have the second smoke to smoke heaven. That way it's going to be you and your 2 other teammates 3 versus 1 on this site, plus you're opping. But instead we go mid. We dry peek 4 angles basically. We miss, which is okay. If you hit the shot, you know, everything's fine. And then we're solo dolo and we just get owned. They don't lose a single player. You were so great in those 2 rounds that we saw, you know, the smoke to go truck and the flashing from your teammates, and then these last couple of rounds were really out of sorts of what our plan is and what we're trying to do. You know, we have these moments, so there's these moments that we can make a big impact. You just absolutely wrecked that kid. I mean, honestly, he should retire. Kid peeks you 3 times, you don't get the kill. So you just own the first kid, the second kid. You know, I think taking that fight's perfectly fine. I think you know, that's just, you either hit the shot, you don't hit the shot. Your teammate recovers the op. They're able to take a site. You guys went on the eco. I think it's fine. I think dying there is fine. You're on an eco, you have an op, you're far enough back to be able to take that. Dry peek that. He should just op you in the face there. But he's trash. What are we doing here? We're dry peeking everything. We have 2 teammates in spawn. Look at where your teammate is right now. Your teammate who's with you. He's shooting the vents here to smoke here. And you're on pushing into sight. Like, there's such a disconnect between you. What you should be doing is say, hey, you know, we got 1 kill. There might be a guy here, you know, here, headshot. 5 angles. Base. Oh, he could be here too. Oh, you know, maybe he's sight looking there. Maybe he's back in this corner looking there. You saw him move there when you mollied once. Look at all these angles from somebody who could be shooting you. The only thing that should be happening is your teammate smokes here, you smoke heaven, your teammate flashes you in, you take the site while your team is rotating. Bombs and spawn. But instead, we're just going to walk all in, and your teammate's going to be absolutely have no idea what you're doing, can't trade off of you, can't smoke to help you, can't flash here to help you, can't have you smoke here, he comes in, smokes heaven, nothing. And on top of that, this is your opper. This is your opper. Let's say, okay, let's say you throw your smoke here, and then your teammate flashes you here, you push the site, your opper holds heaven. You're here and here. Then your opper re-smokes tree. By that time, your whole team could be over. But we're just walking in. We're just walking in. Such disconnects. You're looking at him. Like he's like, what am I? How am I supposed to help you? What's your team doing at this point? Did they have any idea? No, you still have 3 teammates. You're on A. You hear somebody here. This player isn't even peeking with you. You smoke Z. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna re-smoke it? Is he gonna post on heaven? There's just chaos. And then your bomb dies rotating. Your bomb dies rotating. Like, you pick up his smoke. I mean, this is fine, but I would have loved to use all your equipment before you got to this position. Would have loved to have your teammate, you know, be with you when you're pushing into site. But of course, you know, it doesn't matter you win the round, right? Easily around that, you die early, your teammate can't trade off of you, you lose all B site control. Alright, this we're going into main, hold a tight angle there, he swings you. So you see his flash, dodges flash. Take a lot wider angle on that. You know he's swinging you before, you know, great, just kind of recognition of it. Keeping your distance, not, you know, hunting, letting him come to you. So here again, we have total B control, right? We have total B control. Your teammate's in squeaky with the bomb. This guy just runs in A main and kills you. It's just map awareness, right? You saw your teammate die in mid. Understanding that. He's going with bomb. He's going to rotate all the way around. There's two here. They pushed squeaky like 3 rounds in a row. And the last rounds. And we got the AK, full nades, full utility. Teammate mid dies. Smoke. Hear the pop. I don't know if your teammate might know that. Oh, you hear him fence there. I love how you wait for the smoke. Oh, you hear the molly. Easy kill. He's fence, you get killed by fence. Your teammate trades it. They're in a 2v2. They have A tight. I mean, it's not. That's pretty great for just having it be a 5v4. So early in the round, you know, taking that, being the entry like that. Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with that round. You know, maybe you don't want to get too crazy either. You know, a situation like that. You know, you don't want a situation where you're fumbling around with your nades and squeaky. Like, you heard there's smoke, you had your A main teammate throwing all the equipment. Just commit to the site fights, and that's exactly what you did. And I think that was the right time to do that. Is this flash? Oh yeah, Kevin Drain. This is one of your best players here. I can totally see that. Just getting that last kill. You know, really just not only throwing the equipment for you, but then also fragging out. So, you know, everybody should try to be more like Drano Island. And that's the demo. Go ahead and put comments in the comments section. Maybe timestamp certain points that you wanted to like double back on or re-explain, and I can try to explain those again in a different movie. Or if you think differently about something, just let me know and we can talk about it in the comments. And thanks for watching.